Appraisal cycle creation in performance module. We have already defined the appraisal templates. Now using the templates, let's see how to initiate the appraisal process. In order to do that, let's navigate to operations, click on performance, and there we have this option appraisal. So we have appraisal cycle, click on the button add appraisal cycle. And here you have two options. The first option is you can create an appraisal cycle from scratch, which is without using your appraisal templates. The next option is you can select any one of the predefined appraisal templates already available. So let's go with the second option and we'll choose this yearly appraisal template. And you'll have to enter the name of your appraisal. And then is the appraisal cycle period. So appraisal cycle period is a timeline for which you are evaluating your employees. So we can have the appraisal cycle period and this can be even a past date. So enter the start date and then we have the end date. So we have set the appraisal cycle period to be 1st Jan 23 to 31st of December 23. And then if you'd like to add a description, you can make use of this additional note section. You can also attach a guideline document here. So this will help employees to refer to these documents before submitting their appraisals. Once basic details are set, click on next. So the next option is about applicability. Who are all employees who will be part of the current appraisal cycle? And this applicability can be defined based on date of joining, employee type, designation. You can use this button called add criteria to add other options. For example, based on location, role, or even you can use a custom date field. So when you select custom date field, all the date fields available in the employee form will be available. So let's take based on date range. So wedding anniversary date is a date field available in the employee form. So you can make use of this date to set up a condition for the appraisal cycle. So let's say this is for all employee types. And we have an option to choose the employee salary currency because we are also including salary hike as a part of this appraisal. So you need to mention the currency without which you will not be proceed further. So once currency is added and other conditions are updated, click on next. So now we have the self-appraisal template. This is already predefined. So this is the information we have predefined using the yearly appraisal template. However, if you make any changes here, you can do it, but the changes that you do here will not affect the template. So the template remains the same, but you're making the changes particularly for this appraisal cycle. Same with multi-rater review. These details are auto-populated based on the template we have selected. And same with manager's review. And ratings, normalization, hike. So till then, you don't need to work on all these configurations again because this information is populated based on the template. And under hike, we need to mention what would be the hike percentage. So let's take, there are 2 employees who are a part of this current appraisal cycle and this is their total salary and you're going to mention the default hike percentage. For example, let's say 30%. It means that in the hike form, all employees will be provided a 30% of hike and it is a responsibility of the hike appraiser to go and make changes to it. So the moment you enter the default hike percentage, you can see the salary budget. So based on the total salary, the total hike amount is auto-calculated and the estimated total salary after the hike is also auto-calculated. And for this total salary to be updated here, you need to make sure employee salaries are updated in the performance module. So once this information is provided, click on next. And then we have the publish settings. Again, these informations are auto-populated based on the template. And last, we have period configuration. This is nothing but the date periods. So you are running the appraisal process. So what is a date frame for each of these processes? For example, what is a timeline given to an employee to complete self-appraisal? And what's a timeline given to the managers to complete the manager's review? So that is what we'll be doing under period configuration. So the first one we see here is called process period. So process period will always be a current date. So this date is nothing but the actual timeline when the appraisal process is happening. For example, when creating this cycle, I have mentioned the appraisal cycle period as 1st Jan 23 to 31st of December 2023, which is a past date. But I am running the appraisal process for last year only in the month of August 2024. So the current timeline when the actual process is running is called as a process period. So let's add process period, and it is a mandatory information which you cannot skip. So let's say 1st August to 31st of August. So all the appraisal related activities should be completed within this timeline, which means starting from self-appraisal till publishing your review, everything should happen between 1st August to 31st of August. And then we have the self-appraisal period. So self-appraisal period is a subset of your process period. That is, this 1 month is to complete all appraisal related activities. But within this, you can set up a time frame within which employee has to complete their self-appraisal. For example, let's say it is from 1st of August till 9th of August. So employees will have an option to complete the self-appraisal only between 1st till 9th of August. If they miss the deadline, the option to provide self-appraisal will be locked. However, they can request for extension. And then we have multi-rater review. So under multi-rater review, you will see two different time periods, that is selection period and then we have feedback period. So selection period is nothing but the timeline within which the multi-raters has to be selected, and this selection can be done by the admin, manager or by the employee depending upon the option you have selected. Ideally, this is a timeline within which the peers has to be selected for all the employees in the cycle. We can add a timeline here. And then we have the feedback period. So feedback period is a timeline given to the selected peers to submit feedback about the employee. Okay, so once this is done, we have the manager review period, under which you are going to set up a timeline for review. So all the reviewers has to complete the review within the timeline that you mentioned here. So let's say 15th of August till 23rd of August. And then we have the normalization period. So the manager's review completed on 23rd of August. And then the normalization starts. So let's say it starts from 24th and it goes till 26th of August. And then we have the salary hike period. So within which the hike appraiser should propose hike to the employees. And hike push date is nothing but, in the PMS module, you will have an option to store employee salary, which is going to be their current salary. And once the hike is approved, based on the hike amount or percentage, there is going to be a salary revision. And when the updated salary has to be available in the salary form. So based on the date that you select here, let's say it's going to be 29th of August at 10 a.m. in the morning. So exactly at 10 a.m. on 29th of August, based on the hike proposed to the employee, their revised salary will get updated in the employee salary form available inside the performance module. And then finally, we have the publish period. So for this particular template, we have enabled the option that you will have to manually publish the ratings. Hence, you would need to select a timeline within which the publishing of all this information has to happen. So let's make it as 30 till 31st of August. So all the timeline that you see here, starting from self-appraisal period till publish period, it should be within the process period timeline. So you cannot have any process that starts before the timeline and it should not end after the timeline. So it should be exactly within the process period. And again, it's not mandatory for you to set self-appraisal period, selection period or feedback period. So it is okay even if you leave this information blank. However, if self-appraisal period is not set, what happens is employee will have an option to provide self-appraisal for the complete duration of process period. So they can submit self-appraisal any time between 1st of August till 31st of August. So once your process period is also set, you can click on submit. But before you click on submit, you need to make sure all the information that you provided here is right, because once you click on submit, you will not be able to make changes to any of the information that you have updated right now, except for 3 different information. First one is the date range that you see here. So whatever date range that you are updating now can be edited even after initiating the appraisal process. That is number 1. And number 2, it is about publish configuration. So we have this option, what outcomes should be shared. This information can be changed even after initiating the appraisal process. And the third option is related to ratings. So we have a button here to log the rating. That is, once this rating is auto-populated by the system, no one will be able to manually change it. And this option can be enabled or disabled even after initiating the cycle. So apart from these 3 information, you will not be able to make changes to any of the configuration that you add here. So once you verify all the details, you can click on submit. So now the cycle is saved and you will have to click on this button, start cycle. And before you do that, you have this option here called manage user. When you click on manage user, you get to see the list of employees who will be participating in this cycle. And these users are generated based on the applicable condition that you have set. And even you have an option to remove these users from the cycle. You can exclude employees and you can also include a new employee to the cycle, overriding the applicability condition. So once you verify all this information, you can click on start cycle, which will actually initiate the appraisal process in your organization. So this is about creating an appraisal cycle. In the same way, there is one more option here, which is creating a salary hike cycle. So you want to process only salary hike for your employees. So you don't want to go through the complete appraisal process. If that is the case, you can directly create a salary hike cycle. So click on add salary hike. You can enter the name and for which period you're evaluating your employees. You set the applicability and we directly go to the hike section. So here we are not going to define the self-appraisal, manager's appraisal or multi-rater review. So this cycle is only specific to process hike for your employees. So you can mention all this information and you can initiate this process. So these are all the 2 different types of cycles, that is creating an appraisal cycle and then creating a salary hike cycle in the performance module in Zoho People.